My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. 30 years of clinical experience in the field of medicine. Today I want to tell you, all of you who are planning to go into a profession or to change your profession because you are not happy, to all of you who do have children, young teenagers who don't know what to do, I want to talk to you and tell you why going into medicine is one of the best decisions you can make for you, for yourself, or for your children. Why medicine is such a beautiful field with great compensation, very prestigious, and will make you or your children happy. I graduated from high school at the age of 16 in Europe, in Paris, France. Then I went to medical college. I was about 17 and a half to almost 18 years old when I got accepted in first year medical school after doing 2 years in medical college, pre-med. After 4 years, so think about that, 18, I go into first year medical school. 4 years later, let's say 4 years and a half because of vacation and stuff, right? 4 years at the age of 23 and a half, 23 to 23 and a half, I became a doctor. Almost, let's say 24 with some internship and blah, blah, blah. At the age of 24, to round it up, at the age of 24, I graduated as a medical doctor. Then, of course, I did my residency trainings and blah, 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 experience and blah, blah, blah. Then I went to Italy. Then I went to Spain to practice for Doctors Without Borders, blah, 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 right? Gain some experience about medicine, but also to see the world and blah, blah, blah. That's how I learned to speak many languages fluently, written, spoken, by living in different countries, right? And then I went to Canada, then I went to the US, I took my board exams and blah, blah, blah. And, right now I'm practicing in a high-end clinical private practice. We specialize in cardiovascular medicine. I work with a group of cardiologists, internal medicine specialists. We specialize in the treatment and the care and the diagnosis of heart disease, vascular disease, and blah, blah, blah. I have 14 licenses at high level from the United States of America. 14, that's the national record in medical imaging, plus a medical degree, plus a master's degree, blah, blah, blah. In Europe, I practice surgery, blah, blah, blah. And I want to tell you that it's never, never, never too late if you are not happy with your job to go to medical school and to become a doctor. It is never too late if you have for yourself. But if you have a kid, whether a son or a daughter, who doesn't know what to do, they are not sure, what do they have to lose? Make them go to medical college, to pre-med, to get their MCAT, medical college admission test, and to become a doctor. I have never seen somebody going to the medical field and regretting that they became a doctor. It's a fascinating field. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of specialty. There is endless potential for growth. You will get satisfied to have not only just a simple job, but a magnificent job. And it's not just a job, it is a profession. It is healthcare science, And you can just do this specialty, that specialty, this one, that one. Even if you don't specialize, you can go in family practice. Even in family practice, there's dozens of different areas that you can have growth potentials. The income is really, really good. You're not going to become a multi-millionaire, but we don't go into medicine for the money. I didn't go into medicine for the money. I went into medicine for the love of people, for the love of science. I knew since I was a little teenager that I'm going to go become a doctor and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So don't stay in a job where you are not happy. Do not stay in a profession where you are not happy, where you are counting the clock, looking at what time you're going to get the hell out of that job and go home. Don't go into a profession where you cannot wait until you retire, because it means that you're not happy. I am super happy. I will never retire from medicine. I realized about 10 years ago, right now I'm 50 years young, about 10 years ago I realized that I will never retire from medicine. I will keep doing medicine. I will keep going to the clinic or hospitals. I will keep seeing patients. Patients are my family. They are my friends. They are my, you know what I'm saying, my everything. I love my patients. They love me. I love medicine. Medicine loves me back. Medicine gives me back so much, right? And make sure that you stay away, you or your kids, from professions, from studies that have no practical application, who end up with no job. When you're going to spend 2 years in college, 3 years in college, whatever it is, and then you're going to wind up applying for jobs and nobody wants to hire you because nobody's interested in your profession. It's like all these dead-end degrees, dead-end diplomas, dead-end certification, where the guy goes into this economy, arts, blah, 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 and eventually nothing happens. Now, I'm not saying medicine is the best profession. You can go in computer, you can go in music, you can go in whatever your passion leads you. But at the same time, you have to think that you're going to need to make some money. So it's good to get a degree in arts, or to get a degree in music, or to get a degree in, I don't know what, the cazzo, in finance. But if that field you are in is not going to give you a job, then what is the point? You can do that later as a passion, right? You get a job that will feed you and pay your bills, and then once you are able to have a regular job, a regular paycheck, then you do your passion for music, arts, and blah, 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 right? So I'm not saying that medicine is the only profession, but medicine is ever needed. We will always need doctors all over the country, all over the United States. The population is aging. The population is increasing in number. Pretty soon, we are the third most populous country on earth. After India, China, there come the US. We are 350 million people as of end of August 2025. In 10 years, we're going to be 350 million people, right? And the population growing, the population aging. We need doctors in family practice, in every field of medicine, specialty, no specialty. It doesn't matter. We need doctors, right? So if you are depressed, if you have anxiety, if you're not happy, if you are not happy with your profession, with your income, with your job, with your happiness, right? God, it is never too late. Go into medicine. And remember, it is never too late. Think about me, Dr. B. After 30 plus years in medicine, in the medical field, including my medical studies when I was a young medical student, blah, blah, blah. After having so many certification and licenses, 14 at high level in the United States in medical imaging, in every field of medicine, right? I am still studying, improving my knowledge. I read every freaking day, 1 hour, the medical journals that I receive at home, printed medical journals, or I read research articles online to keep my brain constantly active, constantly challenged. I learn about new technologies, new medications, new diseases, new surgeries, new diseases, everything I learn, right? Because medicine is like IT, it's like computer science. It keeps growing at an exponential rate. It never ends growing. So you need to keep in touch with your knowledge, with the new knowledge. You need to improve your knowledge, your skills constantly on a constant basis, like anyone who works in high tech. They need to constantly upgrade their knowledge about computer, this, that, because everything is constantly changing, right? I want to show you an example. Right now, Dr. B, 50 years young, I am studying to become certified in cardiac electrophysiology, EP. This will be a huge success in my career, a huge achievement. Cardiac electrophysiology. I will become a specialist certified, licensed in cardiac electrophysiology. This is amazing. And I don't do it for money or a raise or anything. I don't give a catso about the money and the raise or anything. I do it because I want to have more licenses, more certification, more knowledge, more growth, more. I mean, it's crazy how much you can keep going and going. And the more I study, the more I read, the better my memory, right? Remember, the best prevention, I mean, one of the best among many, I posted video about that, one of the best prevention for dementia among many others, right, is to keep your brain constantly active, to keep your brain constantly challenged. So learn a new language. Learn to play guitar, learn to do arts, learn to play the game of chess, learn advanced mathematics like I do, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what you do. Learn about your passion, learn a profession, a skill, an art, whatever the cazzo you want to do. Learn piano, learn something, go teach. Go teach, go volunteer, keep your brain going, right? The more you challenge your brain, the more neuronal connection you create, right? Inside your brain, the 10 billion brain cells, neurons in your brain. As you learn, they form more connections. We call them synapses, right? The more you keep the brain going, the more your brain neuron, your brain cells connect with each other. Billions of connections between these billions of neurons, right? Same thing in your memory, in the part of your brain that we call the hippocampus, the part in the medial part of your brain, and then your cortex and blah, blah, blah. The more I study, the more I read, the more my brain, my memory, everything becomes sharp. I hope to be able to pass this very complex exam in a few months or so, hopefully next year, and become certified in cardiac electrophysiology at the age of 50. Think about that. I'm 50 years young, right? So it's very important to understand this, that there is no age. If you think you're old, think again. I used to teach medical sciences to ultrasound students, X-ray students, MRI students, right? A nursing student, LVN students, right? The good old days. I don't have the time anymore. Some of my students, 60, 62, 57 wants to become a nurse, wants to become an X-ray technologist, wants to become an MRI technologist, wants to become an ultrasound technologies, right? It is very important to understand that age should never, never, never be a barrier for you. Nobody's going to laugh at you. Nobody's going to look at you weirdly. Everybody's going to admire you that at the age of 60, at the age of 50, at the age of 45, 48, you are going back to school. Even at the age of 70, it doesn't matter. Go back to school. Do you know what I'm saying? Do not worry about your age. As long as your brain is healthy and as long as you can take your body to the classroom or online, right, then God bless you. Keep going. Follow your passion. Follow your love. But remember to not do it just for the money. The income is good, but don't do it just for the money. We don't try to climb to the peak of the Everest, right? The tallest mountain on earth, 8,848 meters, right? The Everest, the Mount Everest. Nobody trying, all these people who are trying to climb it, to conquer the Everest, they don't do it for the money. They don't do it for the fame, the fortune. They do it for their own pleasure, for their satisfaction. Do you know what I'm saying? To give a purpose, a meaning to their life. Right? Very, very important. So do not forget medicine. Keep it as an option. Think about it. And as soon as you can, go to pre-med and start. Go online, look at medical college admission tests, there are exam preparation and blah, blah, blah. There are some companies that can teach you and prepare you for the medical college admission test called MCAT. One of them, and I'm not advertising, is called Kaplan. Or Kaplan. K-A-P-L-A-N. Kaplan. Kaplan. K-A-P-L-A-N. They are very famous for education in every field, not just medicine, but in physics, biology, engineering, blah, blah, blah. Contact any of these firms and start to learn, look at the process and change your life. Do not stay in a profession where you are not happy. And for your children and teenagers, do not allow them to go into these dead-end degrees or diplomas where they will get no job. And if they are playing computer every day, computer games, staying at home doing nothing and smoking pot, slap their face, wake them up, and send them to medical school so that they become somebody with a passion, with respect, with money-making capacity, and a profession that they will never, never, never regret. I love you guys. Dr. B loves you regardless of your gender, ethnicity, politics, color of your skin, and blah, 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 blah. I love you. Put your comments and questions down there. And God willing, I talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.